Hello.
Finally. Okay, so welcome, Chris.
There we are again.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pageant Tea with Daily Joshi. We are streaming live at the Instagram account of Pageant Mogul. My name is Josh Mostrop, and I will be your host for today. And we are currently joined by a candidate of the Misters of the Netherlands 2021 competition, Chris Driessen. So, hello, Chris. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good, and you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Is your
So,
Wi-Fi okay
yes.
right now?
Yeah. So, hopefully, no more interruptions here
Yes.
in Instagram. Okay. So, we have to go um, all the way back to the top. Okay, Chris. So, how are you coping up during this pandemic?
Yeah, it's really hard because you can't see your friends anymore. It's harder for me to go to the gym, seeing my friends, hanging out with friends. It's just being a little difficult. It's not what it used to be. So that's
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate.
Yeah, so yeah, I could totally relate to that. So, yeah, tell us a little something about yourself.
I'm 25 years old. I really love hanging out with friends, and I really love doing fitness. Also doing bodybuilding competitions. It's what I really like. And also
Mm-hmm.
hanging out with friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is it that you currently do? What is your profession, and what did you
My,
study in school?
my profession is a personal trainer. I also did a school for that. I also doing a side study for sport,
Mm-hmm.
psychology. That is also really interesting, and yeah, I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so besides fitness, what are your hobbies?
My
What
hobbies
other hobby?
are hanging out with also with other people, helping other people, being around the animals, and also yeah, sport of course, and
Mm-hmm.
just having a good time with friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. So, I'm going on here without my script, so I'm trying to remember everything. Okay,
Improvise.
what is something that most people would be surprised to know about you?
I'm actually really nice, and I'm not. I don't have an ego. I'm a real person. I like to have a laugh with people. I'm really funny. Yeah, that's it. But people always think that I'm really macho because maybe the way I look and the way I dress, maybe. But it's not like that.
Hmm. Okay, so what is the biggest misconception of people about you when they meet you for the first time?
I think that people think that I might have a really big ego because maybe how I look and how I look maybe. But it's not that way. I'm actually
Hmm.
really nice if you get to know me.
Hmm. Yes, okay, so I could attest to your personality in the months that I've known you, so you are a very reliable person.
Yeah.
So I could easily rely to you when I need advice. Also, yeah, a third what do you call this? An opinion from a different perspective, like a non-biased opinion if I have issues. Okay. So what word best describes you, Chris?
What best describes me?
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty, friendship, and honesty. I also, if I make an appointment, I always will be there. I always come my appointments through, and I feel really nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
So
sportive.
bef yes. So before we proceed to the next segment, of course, I would like to tell everyone that if you have any questions for Chris, feel free to leave a comment and we'll address them accordingly later on. So, Chris, now let's talk about your ongoing journey at Misters of the Netherlands. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate you for advancing to the next stage of the competition. So, from 44 candidates, there are now 33 of you who are going to compete in the final at May 1st. So, how do you feel about advancing through the final?
Yeah, I'm feeling really excited about it, especially when I'm already in the finals now. And it happened really fast, and I didn't know what to expect. But here I am in the finals, doing my best, giving my all. So that's really nice.
Mhm. Yes, it's very exciting. It's really
Yes.
exciting to see how things are unfolding right now. I mean, you
Mm,
guys have been in this journey since September of last year, so it's been a long time. But
yeah.
yes, it's nice to see that those who are really working hard and taking the competition seriously has advanced to the next stage of the
Mm,
competition. I mean, I could not say anything wrong about those who still made the cut. Okay, so
yeah.
prior joining Misters of the Netherlands, what is it that you know about the world of pageantry, and how did you hear about Misters of the Netherlands?
I didn't know much about it until last year because then I was more looking into it and what happening, especially when Paul was was winning it and he was sent to the Philippines and living his life over there and yeah, it was really nice and I think, man, maybe I can do it too. Who knows? If he can do it, maybe I can do it too.
Mhm. Okay, so you mentioned in our Facebook Live that you were actually invited to join and the first
Yes,
edition, right? So what convinced you to finally join this year?
because I looked at Paul's adventure and I thought, yeah, that's really nice and I wanted to. Why not? Give it a shot.
Mhm. Okay, so
Let's try a new adventure, new things.
yeah, and I can see that you're like a go-getter type. So you go
Yeah,
for
yeah.
anything that comes your way, so which is really good. I mean, so if an opportunity comes your way, just grab it, It's great. It's a
Mm.
great experience, yeah. Okay, so what was casting day like for you? What was it like? Yeah.
There were like a lot of guys, who were like 80 guys over there, and I didn't know what to expect. You had the Joey sitting over there. You have to do a walk, do a pose, and that was it. So I didn't really know what to expect, especially there were so many other guys, and I just think, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so how did you feel when you were officially selected as the candidate? Like when they called your number?
I was really happy because I didn't know if I got through it, but I did get through it, so it was really nice. It was a little surprise for me, but I took it with open arms.
Okay, so when the official photos of the candidates were posted online at the social media pages of Misters of the Netherlands, what was it like for you, and what was your social media engagement like?
Yeah, for me it was almost the same because I don't do it super much on social media because I like more experience things in real life and hang out with friends and doing things in real life than always on being on social media. It's nice because some people of other countries connected me, said, "Yeah, Chris, I'm voting for you. You're going to be great," and that. And yeah, it's really nice to hear them. But yeah, it's okay.
hmm Okay, so how are you currently preparing for Misters of the Netherlands?
Now how I'm preparing. I'm also training a lot with a friend, Faisal. He's also watching this, so that's really nice. And
Mm-hmm.
I also train. I trained 9 years with them together, and he put me through everything. He helped me so much because when I didn't train, I was really small, and he helped me so much getting the best body of that I now have. So that's really nice, and I'm really happy about it. And further, I do. Sometimes I read books about your emotions, how you get emotionally stronger to compete with other people and to have maybe you have failures and how you can work with failures and how you get around with it. So that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. What do you think sets you apart from the other competitors?
I'm always being myself. I'm not gonna change something. I always will be myself, even with the pressure on it. I will always be myself.
Okay, so what qualities do you think a man should possess to be elected as the next Mister of the Netherlands?
It should be honest, mature, and should be a gentleman.
Okay, so how important is it for you to win the competition, and why should you win?
Yeah, it's not, yeah, it's important, but it's not that I want to win it. But if someone else is win, I will bless him with that he won. I'm not going to be jealous about it because yeah, may the best man win, right? Maybe I
Yes,
am
correct.
it, maybe I'm not. So I can't
hmm
tell it already.
Yeah.
I hope I'll win, but if it's not, then I'm not. I'm still going to be happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really all about the experience as well, and how it contributes to your personal growth as a person. And besides, you have a new set of brothers
Yes.
from this competition. Okay, so the Misters of the Netherlands competition has not really disappointed us, pageant fans and enthusiasts when it comes to content related to you guys. So there have been a lot of photo shoots here and there. And you have, of course, participated in a couple of them. What's your favorite photo shoot?
My favorite photo shoot was, I think, it was in Rotterdam when you get a lot of paint on your face and and it was also sunny, because that was nice. We were like with maybe 8 or 10 boys from of the semester from the Netherlands, and yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
really nice because it was a really nice day. I laughed really much. I need some jokes, so it was a good day. I like that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's the last photo shoot that was conducted for you guys. So yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Hmm. So we all know that nowadays, pageantry no longer relies on the outer beauty of a person. They're not just looking for
Hmm.
someone who is handsome, and such. So they are looking for the complete package. So someone who has a substance, someone who has a purpose. So what do you think is your
Hmm.
purpose, and what is something that you want to advocate for, if you are given this platform on an international level?
What I want to do is I want to help as much as people as I can. If it's maybe financially, maybe emotionally, maybe they need someone in a hard time. That I want to be. Because
Mm-hmm.
helping people gives me also joy, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
also, okay, I like winning, but everybody likes winning. But for me, winning is like uh, seeing a smile on another face what you made. That's for me joy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the Mixers of the Netherlands competition currently holds two licenses to send a delegate in an international competition. So these are Manhunt International, where Paul competed at, and Man of the World, where Lars Kortleven competed in. Have you
Mhm.
actually ever thought about which pageant you would like to compete in and why?
So I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
If something comes on my road and I like it, then I will accept it. But I'm not gonna think about, oh, maybe this or maybe that. I wanna win. I will see it. If it comes to my road, I will do it, and if it's not, then not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I actually have like, when I look at everyone, I would somehow think I think this person would go better if he goes to this pageant than the other one.
Mm.
But because you're such a great guy, you have the looks. Manhunt International for me is actually very suitable for you because, yeah, also because you have prior modeling experience that could really work well to your advantage. But okay,
Mm.
besides that, the Man of the World competition, the other one, has a slogan. And it's called Masculinity with Responsibility. So, in your own words, how would you define masculinity with responsibility?
Masculinity with responsibility. For me, it would be like, yeah, always be nice to everyone and don't be greedy. Don't hate on other people. Don't be jealous. Just be yourself. If you be yourself, you will get to the farthest, I think.
Hmm. Okay. So, what is the first thing that you will do after the competition, regardless of the results?
I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat fast food a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been really taking your nutrition very seriously. Also, because of like, I am aware that gyms are closed in the Netherlands, so it was
Yes,
be really hard for
it's
you
really
guys to
hard.
really maintain your physique at a time like
Yeah.
this. So, with less equipment as well. So,
Hmm.
really tracking your nutrition is very, very critical if you really want to stand out in the final.
That's true.
Okay. So, if ever you are elected as the next Minister of the Netherlands, how do you plan on juggling your responsibilities of the title with the current demands of your personal life?
I would handle it with open arms. We just handle it with responsibility and be make sure about it. Don't go frank with it. Show everybody off. Look what I got, and you got it. That not.
Mm-hmm.
Just be happy and try to help other people with it. Not that you think, okay, now Mr. of the Netherlands, I'm the beautiest man of the world. There will always be something or someone better than you or stronger than you. Just be mature about it and handle it like a man.
Yes, very nice words, Chris. Okay, so if you are to bring one item from your country and you use it to promote the Netherlands, so sometimes in a pageant they would, ask candidates to bring something for an auction, right? So an item. What would that item be and why?
Um, I think I would bring a windmill
Yeah.
because it really defines the Netherlands. And back in the days when they were still active, the windmills, they could bring your food. You could also bring, because they're still turning around, you could use energy out of it. You could still make food of it, bread, everything. So I think that's really essential from the Netherlands. Or I would bring a bicycle, one of those two,
Oh,
because everyone in the Dutch is always there, cycle everywhere. They are like always cycle everywhere too, and yeah, it's also one of these things I think.
Yes, that's great. So windmills are really something notable about the Netherlands, and you're the second guy to actually say a bicycle as well. So yeah, I've watched. There was this one candidate from the Netherlands. She was Miss Universe Netherlands 2014, and in her like profile video, she was showcasing that she was biking around Netherlands because she loves just
Mm,
to see the views every day. That's what she uses. She just rides a bike every day. So yeah, I mean it's really a great. It really represents the Netherlands. So it's nice to know that you
yeah,
have something in mind.
it's
That's
really
something.
traditional to cycle around. When you're young, when you're like 10 and you go to the primary school, you always go on the bicycle through weather and wind, everything. It rains, it snows. You always have to go on the bicycle, go to school every time. So it's like a love-hate relationship with your bike. If it's nice weather and you have the wind in your back, then okay, then it's really nice to cycle. But when there's snow and it's raining, you
Yes.
have to cycle, then you hate it.
Yeah, correct. And also it helps you with your fitness, and also it's environmental friendly. So yeah,
Yeah,
biking
that's
is a
true.
great option. Here in the Philippines it's
Hmm.
kind of impossible. It's really hot here and there are a lot of cars, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really not a good option. Okay.
for
Yes,
the
okay.
environment.
So, of course, you mentioned earlier that you were invited to join the first edition, which was in 2019, and you decided to join this year's edition instead. So, after
Mm.
competing, regardless of the results again, how do you plan or how will you help in promoting Misters of the Netherlands in the future? And how would you convince a guy to join who's very hesitant to take a chance in this competition?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's hard to say because I'm in the middle of it. I didn't make the whole procedure yet. Like I said, I'm in the middle end of it, so I can't say anything about it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, just in the middle now. If I have everything, then it's easier for me to say what's good, what's not good, why you should do it, why not, why you shouldn't do it. But if you join, it will always be good because it's will get you more confident and get you more of your comfort zone and speak to a group of people, or, all that kind of thing. So it will help you anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for answering those questions, Chris. So I wish you the best of luck in your journey in this competition. So I would like to get to know you a bit more. So I will be asking you a series of questions that are related or are usually pageant questions, I guess. Something
Okay.
that will test your wit and your knowledge about certain social and political issues. So let's just proceed. Okay. First question, what makes you blush?
What makes you blush? And getting too many compliments in
Mhm.
a short time.
Okay, yes, okay. Yeah, I mean, getting complimented sometimes takes us aback, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, next question. If there are no rules for one day and you can be outrageous, what would you do?
Oh, yeah, that's a, yeah, that's, I think I would kill all the rapists.
Sorry?
I would kill all the rapists.
Hmm. I
It's
mean,
hard
yeah.
to say, but yeah, well, yeah. There's no rules, right? So
Hmm. And probably, obviously, I get the reason behind
yeah,
it,
like
you
child
know?
molesters and like that kind of people. That yeah, just
Yeah,
cleaning up bad people.
yeah, it's self-explanatory already, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the purge. It's like you're gonna purge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you could switch bodies with somebody for one day, who would it be and why?
If I could switch bodies,
Yeah, with anyone from for one
I
day, who would it be and why?
no, I wouldn't change. I'm happy with who I am. Just be happy
Okay.
who you are. God gave it to you for a reason, right?
Yeah, okay. So, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh, doesn't agree. That I would say to myself, take it easy, believe in yourself, and don't do crazy shit.
It's correct. I probably told myself the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, but now it's too late.
Yeah, just
It
believe
already
in
happened.
yourself. Yeah, and also related to that, if it were to me, I would also tell my younger self to like never doubt yourself if an opportunity comes your way, because if
Mm,
you got it because you're capable of it. You know.
mm,
Yeah, correct.
exactly.
Okay. So, how do you define success, and when do you think a man is truly successful?
I think if every man has a kind of needs because somebody he wants power, somebody wants money, somebody wants that. Everybody has needs, and it's but I think it's when you be successful, it's when you have everything balanced in your life. So you have money, you have health, you have wealth, you have communication skills. You have that is for me successful. You have everything in balance, in
Hmm.
balance, not just
Okay.
one thing. There are people that are super rich, but they are really sick, and some people they have really good health, but they don't have money. So one thing really high, really good is not gonna make it. I think balance is the key in life.
Hmm. Okay. So, what is more important for you, a successful career or a happy family?
A happy family.
Mhm. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to expound on that?
Because I could maybe I have 10 million, but I have no one to share it with. It's also boring. So I'm the richest person alive, but nobody likes me, and I can't spend it with somebody I would like to.
Hmm.
That's really boring. You have everything, but you're alone. Then I would rather have no money, or have less money, but people who really care about you and your environment and who really love you. That's also happiness.
Hmm.
Money
Okay.
isn't everything.
Yes. I totally agree. I totally agree. At the end of the day, after your job, you go home to your
Mm,
family, right? They're like your
yeah,
safe
exactly.
haven. So let's say
And so
you.
maybe you're sick and you have 10 million euros and you want to go home and nobody is there to help you. Even you're rich and even you have less money, you come home, you see your wife, she's going to help you. Maybe your daughter is going to help you. But okay, dad, everything's going to be fine. I know you're a little bit sick, but I'm there for you. That would give me more joy than watching all the money and you can't spend it with people you love.
Mhm. Yes. So name something over the course of your life that you failed at and tell us what you learned from that experience.
Oh, I felt a lot. I really felt a lot. Um, when I was young, I felt a lot of controlling my emotions. I couldn't handle my emotions. Sometimes I was too angry, too sad, too always too much of one emotion. And now I'm really happy that I can handle my emotions the way I would like it.
Mhm. Okay. Next question. How would you describe the world to a blind child?
To reality, I would say to the blind child, maybe it's better for you to be blind because the world and how it it is right now. It's too much politics. It's too much fake shit. It's too much war. It's not. Maybe it's better to be blind because you can see all the pain around you. Because there are a lot of fake things in this world.
Hmm. Okay. So, women use makeup to enhance their facial features. Do you think it's appropriate for men to do the same?
Um, I don't give an opinion about that. If everybody wants to can be himself, if someone makes it happy, could you let him do it then? I'm not gonna judge about it.
Yes, I
If he wants
agree.
to, just let do it. If it makes you happy, okay, just do it. If it
Yeah.
doesn't make you happy, then do it not. I'm not gonna
Hmm.
judge about it. It's your
Yes.
own life. It's your own choices. Do what you want with it.
Yes, I totally agree. And what I tell the others is that, we should normalize men wearing makeup, or let's not limit like makeup for women. I mean, these things are
Mm.
created for everyone anyway, so it's also like stop what do you call this? Don't prevent,
Stop judging.
yeah, so appropriating stuff because we were accustomed to, like, let's say dolls are just for girls, trucks are
Mm.
for men, for boys, like, let people be
Mm.
if they're not hurting anyone.
If it makes
Okay,
them happy, just let them do it.
yeah, correct. So, next question. Social media has become a prominent factor in the way we perceive one another. Do you believe that social media has had a positive or negative effect on the way we judge beauty?
It's really a negative way because you can use filters, you can use Photoshop, so it's one big illusion.
Hmm.
I think it's really bad how you look at other people's because some people they aren't pretty, but they Photoshop this, and that kind of way, and they look pretty, and there's maybe a girl that who doesn't look that good, and they think, oh, I want to look that good also, and then that she's gonna make her feel sad because she has to be happy with how she is. I think it's
Hmm.
like a really big illusion around it.
Hmm. Correct. So, I have a follow-up question on this. I don't know why it's not here, but online bullying is also like a very hot social issue. So, what do you think
Mm.
can be done to prevent this negative culture to progress and the succeeding yeah, in the future? How would you prevent, or how would you advise that this is something to be addressed?
Yeah, I think online bullying is also yeah, it's really bad, but um, you shouldn't do it. But maybe someone bullies you because he's jealous, he doesn't appreciate what you do. He just wants to make you feel sad so he can feel himself better. I think
Hmm.
bullying is
Uh,
never the option. It's not
yes.
good.
Hmm. Okay. Well, also, Chris, since you're already an adult, I want to ask you: have you ever bullied someone, or have you ever been bullied in your
Yes,
life?
of course. I think everybody has has left with that in his life.
Hmm.
Of course. When I was younger, I also got bullied, but it's how you get around with it, how you live with it. You're gonna keep sad and gonna whine about it, or you're gonna pick yourself up and do something about it,
Hmm.
right?
Okay. Yes. So, Chris, when do you think is the right time to listen, and when is the right time to speak?
It's always better to listen because there are a lot of people who talk too much. It's always better
Hmm.
to keep your mouth shut. And when people ask you questions, then it's the time to talk.
Hmm. Okay. So, next question. What do you think is the biggest problem of education in your country, and what do you think can be done about it?
The biggest issue in our country it is everybody has to study the same thing. Okay, look, maybe we have a person. He's really good with physics, and we have another one. He's really good with sports. We all have different kind of people, but they all have to study the same thing. And sometimes people don't want to learn that thing because they don't need it in that life. But we still have to learn it because society says we have to. So you have to we make people do some things what they don't like, and after that they have to go work maybe in that direction what they don't like because there's nothing else. And,
Mm-hmm.
and always the parents are saying you have to get good grades, you have to get good this, and maybe he's a small person, he just don't want to have good grades, and he just want to explore the world maybe, and he can't do
Mm-hmm.
that because everybody in society says no, you have to get good grades, you have to get a good job, you have to get good this. So that's also a little bit sad. It's like all just like animals. You have a monkey, you have a fish, and you're gonna say to the fish, okay, you have to climb the tree, and you're gonna say to the monkey, okay, you have to swim into the ocean. But they don't want to. But and the society still push for, okay, you have to do it, you have to do it. So that's a little bit sad.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're
But
forming the people how society wants to be it.
mm-hmm. Yes. I agree. I agree. So, what is your message to a child who doesn't want to go to school?
Um, yeah, how old is the child? If it's really young, he should go to school because it will be good for his communication skills. But if it's a child who is like 14, 15, and he has a goal, what he wants to do, he has his purpose in his life, and it's not school, but he really knows what he wants, yeah, then don't go to school and make your dream. Go get your
Mm,
dream.
yes. Okay. So, what do you think is the most undervalued profession right now, and why?
I think truck driver and cleaners.
Sorry, can you
Truck
repeat that?
drivers, truck drivers and
Mm-hmm.
cleaners.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the really, yeah, I think those two. Because truck
Okay.
drivers, they have to work really long hours. They have to work sometimes 18 hours a day. That's really long. And also here in the Netherlands, a lot of people who drive on the road always give the truck drivers the issue from, yeah, they're not watching, they're always on the road, that and that. But yeah, they also try to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
And also cleaners like house cleaners or people who clean something else. Sometimes rich people, they see them and they think, yeah, you're less than me because you're a cleaner. And oh, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Yeah.
if you look down on someone, it's really, yeah, it's not the way it used to be.
Yes. So, I think a good character of a person, like when people say, a person has a true good character if he treats like a CEO the same, if he treats a cleaner the same way as he treats a CEO. So,
Yes,
yeah.
you have to treat everybody the same way. Everybody is still a person. If I cut myself open and you cut the richest people alive, you cut them in half. You make it open, everybody is the same.
Yes, correct. Totally agree. Okay, if inner beauty is emphasized in beauty pageants such as Misters of the Netherlands, then why do you think there are physical requirements upon joining it?
Physical requirements.
hmm Let's say you should at least be this tall. You should be physically fit, but they put a some put a limitation to that. Should not be as a bodybuilder type, you know. So there are still limitations that they put. But nowadays they
Oh,
say that yeah, we look for the substance nowadays. Let's say in the female pageants, this is usually a more pressing topic because if we're now looking for the substance, why do we still limit, let's say, girls, let's say girls who are not sample sizes, I guess, are still being ridiculed for joining. You know, why are there still physical requirements, in your opinion?
why the um yeah, I don't really know exactly because yeah, height and weight is also an issue for yeah with the beauty contest and also, but why it is, yeah, I think it started way in the back and early in the years, but I really don't know.
hmm
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's really a difficult
It's really
question
hard to
to
say
answer. Yes. Yeah,
because
I
yeah,
mean,
I don't really know.
I'm not gonna say my thoughts about it, but usually, I'm gonna ask you these questions first. What would you like to tell someone to the people who say that pageants are no longer significant, and why do you think that pageants like this are significant?
I think it's significant because it brings people together. You have fans, so that's really good. You have fans, and yeah, it brings joy. It brings people together, and you can express yourself sometimes. Maybe it's good for people who can get out of their comfort zone and to do finally like, start a pageant quest or so.
Hmm.
So yeah, a lot of things.
Yes. Okay. One final question for this segment. Do you think that speaking English is necessary to become an international male pageant winner?
Yes, I do think so.
Hmm.
I think
Care
that's
to
necessary
answer?
because English is like the most common language in the world right now, and it brings you the farthest. If you're like in another country, like let's say, yeah, even you can speak English. Everyone can speak English, so it's easier. It makes life a little bit easier to communicate. You can also communicate with your cell phone and Siri, but most time it's better if you can just speak English.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you so much for answering those very interesting and difficult questions, Chris. So now let's move on to our next segment. We call it Fast Talk. So I'm sure you're very aware of what it is already. I will be asking you a series of questions, and the first thing that comes to your mind, you say it out loud, okay? So
Okay.
there is 3 minutes on the clock. Let me just set that up for you because I'm already using that phone. Usually use that one. Where is the timer? So again, you have 3 minutes, and you will just hear when time is up. Okay,
Okay, let's
so
go.
fast talk. Game. Money or fame?
Money,
Intelligence or beauty?
intelligence,
Cardio or weights?
weight.
No sleep or no food?
What the heck? Oh, yo. Um, no, no sleep. It's
Pizza
really
or
hard. It's really
pasta?
hard.
Pizza or
Pasta,
pasta?
pasta,
Cookies or cupcakes?
cookies,
Sunrise or sunset?
sunset.
Tell me three physical features you are most complimented on.
Your big biceps. Um, I like your back, and you have blue eyes. Uh,
Okay. What is your biggest insecurity?
Die alone.
What when people come to you for help, what do they usually want help with?
My opinion, and um, my opinion, and just ask for tips or hints or like that.
Okay. Are you willing to break the law to save a family member?
Yes,
Wine or beer?
beer,
Pancakes or soup waffles?
pancakes,
Burpees or air squats?
burpees.
Chest day or leg day?
What leg day?
What is the best gift you have ever received?
Um, that's,
Come on, Chris. Come
then
on, Chris.
yeah, hello. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, waxing or shaving?
What? What?
Waxing or shaving?
Shaving, shaving.
Shorts or joggers?
Right or joggers? Joggers.
Blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate. Chocolate.
What is your ideal date?
Date?
Date.
My ideal date.
Yes. If you're going to take someone out, what is your ideal
I think
scenario?
go surfing.
What do you look for in a partner?
Loyalty.
How often do you get jealous?
No,
What
never.
is the most romantic thing you have ever done for someone?
I'm not that romantic.
Work hard or play hard?
Work hard.
The ice cream or frozen yogurt?
What was the first one?
Frozen yogurt.
Yoga.
Uh, lights on or lights off?
Lights on.
Who do you think is the biggest competition at Misters of the Netherlands?
I think it's yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you so much, Chris, for answering those questions. Okay, so is there anything? What is your final message?
My final message is be happy with you are, try to be confident, and the universe will help you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you, Chris. Again, if you want to follow Chris's journey, do not forget to follow him on his Instagram. It's already here, Chris_Driessen_service. Misters of the Netherlands as well, Pageant Mogul, of course, on Facebook and Instagram, and my YouTube channel is The Daily Chochi. This interview will be uploaded there. Okay, so Chris, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Okay.
Thank you.